If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure.
Yo!
This bitch. All right. He cut me off to say that.
So y'all, back with episode 3 now. I hope y'all liked the last episode. We did have a guest. We're looking for a guest for episode 4. We already got a topic, but I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how long them topics gonna go on, but you know what I'm saying? If anything goes on, like any other topic come up in the brain, we're gonna make sure this podcast longer than 30 minutes. Can't have too many short.
Try to make sure.
But that don't mean we're gonna force extra conversations just to do it. So we ain't got nothing to talk about. What you gonna end? But before we start the video, make sure I like the video, sub to the channel, follow our Instagram. It should be in the description. And yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. Do you got anything to say before we start?
Nah, I was just gonna go back to what you were saying. Like, it's just gonna be off the. Like, some things are playing. I know it's good to plan out some things, but a lot of stuff that's gonna be said, and if anything else come about that, it's off the head. Like, just whatever pops up, going off the floor.
And I got a little baddie in the background.
Tough shit, but nah. Yeah, this podcast is really just gonna be like whatever comes up and about. But I did want to. The reason why I wanted to talk about police brutality and what's the other one? It's because like look. How you joke on your all right, bro. We're just gonna ignore him. Oh, never mind. We can't. You going through it. All right, but like I was saying, police brutality and black on black crime. Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people when you hear black on black crime, a lot of people might laugh and not really take it seriously. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's getting out of hand. I feel like it's getting out of hand, bro. Like, I know y'all seen the Julio situation.
Julio
situation, bro. Like, you can't even go to a different city and enjoy your birthday without worrying about getting shot. And it's always black people. I think people don't really pay attention to it enough. Like,
no, actually, I feel like, I feel like all that stuff would have ended. But all of this he didn't know all that stuff, it ain't no way to end it.
All right. To be fair, he had it coming. You know what I'm saying? He had it coming because, I mean, when you live like that, that's what come with it. But I'm just saying, with a lot of cases, if it's not police, and that's why I want to talk about police brutality and black on black crime, because if it's not black on black crime, then it's police brutality. You know what I'm trying to say? If a black person is getting killed, it's either by a cop or it's by another black person. And it's not just black; it could just be minorities in general. And the reason why I feel like it's just to point it out, it's just like black people as a community is so ignorant, so problemsome, so ignorant, and it's really no reasoning or talking or trying to figure things out before they escalate like that. A lot of people just look at it and joke about it and troll. Like, it's funny. Like, when somebody die, especially like if anybody, but when you just like if somebody die, a lot of people just laugh about it. And it's like, bro, when is it gonna stop?
The media was when he died.
Right, like people started trolling, like, y'all don't know this man, like, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say like nobody, like, I ain't laugh at the trolls. Like, it's been a couple counts where people, I mean, it was funny, but like at the end of the day,
I ain't gonna lie though, it was funny, bro, but it was getting bad. Like, they had Julio dancing at TikToks and shit.
Bro, me and him can't be in the same call, bro. I mean, he not lying, but it's like, bro, like, this is how far we're gonna take it, bro. It's like, I'm just looking at it like, if I was to get shot or killed, I don't want nobody making no trolling TikToks of me, or me dancing, or me singing a song.
Okay, so
like,
look, I feel like I get like his ops or whoever do it, but it's like people that never met him before that's making these TikToks. Like, it be like a fan of a different rapper and they got beef. Like I don't like people that do that because like I think like you don't know this person, so like why is you like choosing sides? And deep down you don't know neither one of the rappers.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and bro, I mean, we seen it with so many different. We seen it with King Von and Lil Durk and the Young Boy and Conor Rondo and the Young Dolph and the Yo Gotti. And it's a lot of different people, but this one, I don't know. It's just the most recent one. But I just feel like it's to the point where it's like, what needs to change? Do you think it's rap? Do you think the reason why a lot of black people are dying is because simply because of rap music, or you think that's just how it is? What's the main reason?
Um,
What do you think it is?
to be honest, um, I don't know what the reason is actually, because like deep down it could be all of them, but it's not just rappers that have beef. Like it could be any type of genre. It probably just don't get as bad as rap.
And that's the thing. It's good that you pointed out. It's because a lot of people are saying, yeah, while rap is cool and all, a lot of like reasons, a lot of dramas going on, a lot of places that get shot up, like it's a lot of violence and chaos is because of rap. Like people are genuinely out there trying to ban rap. There's people out there that's trying to form together and ban rap music. I read up on some stuff like that early in the year. People trying to get rap music up out of here. I know you seen it in New York. That's exactly what it was. It was New York. It was tied to New York drill. They say New York drill was really messing up the streets, and it was like, what was it? Well, it was the like the whole little K Flock like D thing little like document. You know what I'm talking about? They're trying to say like they're trying to ban rap music or the drill music because it was getting out of hand. And I just feel like a lot of people blaming rap music for it. So that's why I pointed out. That's like the main attraction. When you look at rap, that's what you think about now. You think about people drilling, dissing ops, smoking on this person, sliding on this person. And now it's people really out here trying to do that. They don't have any ops or that's not rapping. It's really people behind the scenes trying to do what these rappers are doing. And half of these rappers ain't doing it. That's the crazy part. But it's like a whole little civil war within the rap community. So it's just like,
I think like, and it's like it's really bad because like the people that don't got ops like a certain type of music, and they would go try to make the same music about fake ops, and then after they find out they got fake ops, then they make ops, end up dying. Like this shit, like it really gets crazy, bro. And it just on and on throughout the whole group of people.
what I call it is, I basically call it like genocide. Like when you think of genocide, you don't think about it that bad. Genocide is like killing off on one specific group or society of people, and that's basically what black people are. I mean, like not all. Let me not say black people, but those that's portraying this street gang image. The ignorant folks. Let me say that. You know what I'm saying? And like the people that be in the rap beef, street beef, it's like you don't know. Like, and a lot of people, it's kind of crazy, but like a lot of people, until it happened to their own people, they not caring or they just keep doing it. It's like you're the same person who said this about somebody people's or did this about somebody people's. But as soon as it happened to your side, you expect people to have sympathy.
Yeah,
It's
not
just like,
I just seen what's his name, Spinner Ben just dropped a song like yesterday, and the song was like literally like straightforward. Like it was titled "Fulio Dead," and then and one of the little verses or whatever, he was like, something about his mama, like he glad or she's strong. No, he said she's strong. Cause she survived or some shit like that. Like I ain't gonna lie, like being to the mama is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
and they not sparing nobody, bro. That's crazy, bro. No, look, it's crazy to put on spinning bins, but you know what was his name? Bibby, the dude that Julio Fuller was cool with. His dad, I seen, it was a Say Cheese interview. his dad didn't even know he was, like you said, it's people that be fake gangsters or fake drillers, and they be portraying that image and that lifestyle. He even said, like, yo, I ain't had the closest relationship with my son, but I didn't know my son's nickname was Bibby. I didn't know he was in no gang. I didn't know he was cool with Julio Fulio. Like, he ain't found none of that out till after his son died and they started this. And it's like, bro, as a parent or like a family member, imagine you just like thinking, all right, you know what I'm saying, yo, brother or sister, not the sweetest angel, but you ain't expecting them to be out here having this much heat thrown their way. So imagine you just chilling one day and you see people saying all this about your family member. And it's like, bro, come on now, bro. It's like, that's the life people gotta live. You gotta face it. You gotta really look and think about it, bro. Then that's only people I really feel sorry for is the parents. To a certain extent, because in a certain extent, I mean, in certain cases, as a parent, you are at fault for how your kid turns out. Not full fault, but you are to some degree at fault, which we talked about in the first podcast. Is y'all need to go tune into, because we touched on all this before. A lot of topics and a lot of things are going to be said and re-mentioned again because all this stuff ties into one. But yeah, I mean, to go back to what you said, it's not to the point where family members are in danger. Like, when you have an issue or a beef with anybody, it's not just you and that person. It's family. That's what I'm saying. It's like genocide. It's like trying to a generation at this point. I don't know. And people glorify it. That's the evil part about it. It's like, bro, how could you look up to that?
Like, how do you think about, well, not how do you think, how do you feel about us, like, me and your color? Not even just our color, it's more than just our color, but
Yeah.
getting racially profiled.
It's different for me because, like, I see, like, I say that I'm not blind or oblivious to the fact that racial profiling happened, especially in this country. I just, like, I always tell people, like, when I see police brutality and I see all these things, growing up, all the cops that I have ever encountered in my life, which ain't been too many, but the cops that I have encountered with myself, they always been cool dudes. I had a personal story where it was me and my uncle who got ran off the road. He was drunk. Officer came broad daylight. Two white officers, and I'm younger, so the police brutality is not the first thing that popped up in my head. I'm just thinking like, yo, my mom ain't finna let me hang with bro no more because of this situation. I'm just thinking about the situation itself. I'm not thinking about no police. So when the police come, they cool and whatever. I mean, the police picked me. He was like, "Are you good?" Like, and they weren't like trying to, like, my uncle was a drug, but they weren't really trying to, like, attack him. They just like, okay, we're gonna take him out. You know what I'm saying, out the situation because it's a busy road. I'm with them having a normal conversation with the officer. He cool. He bought me food and some more. It's just like being a genuine person. So I never really encountered no racist cops and I never been no police brutality incidents or none of that. But I just see it. But that racial profiling, it does happen, and it don't even happen just with police. It happens when you walk in the store. It happens when you walk into school, and some you can get racially profiled without that person that's profiling you knowing that they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna put this in an example. Imagine, or not even imagine, but have you ever been in a situation where, and this rhetorical, you don't really have to answer, but I know it's people out here that been in a situation where they probably seen somebody and didn't expect them to sound that type of way because they look a certain way, or you see somebody and you ain't expect them to know something because of how they look. You profile we all profile. But to the point where you have to attack another person based off of racial profiling is where it gotta stop, bro. It's just like it's getting too crazy. If you go down a long list and there's a lot of unsolved cases and there's a lot of solved cases of it happening, I just feel like when it comes down to us, especially us men, like young men, black men, it's scary because you don't know. You don't know. We don't do anything illegal. We don't, but it's the point where that don't matter. A lot of people die, and a lot of them are innocent. So it's crazy. You would think like, oh, I would have to do something for something to happen to me. It ain't like that. I don't think it was ever like that, and it just shows you now. Like the lady in Springfield, that's not too far from us. She chilling at her house in the kitchen, not a threat. Black woman with a kid gets shot by two big buff officers. for no like. It's like, bro, you don't have to be.
When
You
did
can be
this
in your
happen?
house chilling. This happened like a week or two ago. This was real recent. Now I wanted to touch on that, and it's like, bro, you taking mothers, bro. You're not just taking men. You taking mothers.
But
Like I said, it's real life genocide. You're killing off a generation.
it's like you already said, it's not just like police is profiling. It be like our own kind. Like you would drive a certain type of car, and you would get profiled as a good dude, a thug, whatever you want to call it, bro. Like I'm not gonna fake it. I profile myself
God.
like I could see somebody in a small car, and they chubby or big, and like I profile them like, why you driving this car, so on and so on. But like that's like damn near like the bare minimum of profiling. Like you could literally look up videos on YouTube, and I promise you every video will get worse and worse, bro. Like you could see the bare minimum in real life, but it's other people's lives that see way worse than what we see.
Yeah, that's what I was basically trying to say. Like, I try to sympathize with people, but it's like I can't relate. But what I'm saying is wrong because I never been in that situation myself. But when I see it, it's like, bro, it's kind of like, yeah, it's real, but it's like, bro, is this really real, bro? Like, is this really how people act? This is really how gnarly it get out there? And yeah, like you said, everybody profile. I mean, I profile myself. A lot of profiling happens. There's no justifying profiling, but I just feel to the point where you profile someone to the point where they are a threat to you that you have to attack them. There's something wrong with you at that point. It's not them, it's you. And like you said, yeah, bro, we profile all the time. Like you be somebody driving a car, you like, bro, that's not theirs. They stole that, or they did this. That's it's not really them. And it's like and it's the people who did that. It's not the government. It's not the people that make the cars. It's not the people that sell the
It's
cars.
social media.
It's social media, and it's us. It's the community itself. The community destroys the community. Nobody else can destroy the community. They give you the tools to destroy yourself, but they not destroy. They not here with you. That's why I say that I feel like a lot of people let outside factors affect them. If it's just you and what's in your inner circle, and your inner circle is not breaking nothing down or turning nothing down, if it's not you, then we have a different topic. But it's you yourself and those other people around you that's doing the things that make things turn out that way. Like I said, the police are supposed to protect the community. Meanwhile, they just killed somebody in the community. That it's like, okay, so who's keeping it together if the protector is ruining it? You can't trust nobody. You can't trust the police. You can't trust the people that sell you stuff. You can't trust the people. It's crazy, bro.
Another bad thing is like bringing up social media. Social media messes up so many things in so many ways. Like it don't just be one, two things. Social media could have somebody overthinking life. Like social media really gets bad. Like you could be following your favorite YouTuber or something, and you could start comparing your life. As soon as you start comparing your life, now you think you're not doing good enough, ready for suicidal, stuff like that. Like social media, I mean, it's good. It got its ways to be good, but it got its ways to be bad. And a lot of people see the bad because that's the only thing they do is be on social media. Like,
I'm a bring. Yeah, no, you can finish. You can finish.
like you could like people that take their time with social media, post when they need to post, like content creators, for example. If you don't, I feel like if you don't be on social media as much as a lot of people do, and you could look up percentages on Google or whatever, and people will show you their phone. They be on Instagram hours, TikTok hours. I feel like if that was cut down to a limit, I feel like the generation would be better. And Instagram actually thought about that, but don't nobody go by the little message that pop up. Cause have you seen the message that be like, "I think you should take a break. It's time for a break," something like that.
Oh, I never reached that point. I never reached that point.
People get messages that randomly pop up on their screen, like when they just scrolling through reels or something. They don't do it on TikTok, but on Instagram you'll see that message. I'm like Instagram notice it, but how the generation is, they don't care about that. They gonna press the dismiss and keep scrolling.
I mean, nobody listens to warnings, and that's a bad thing. Two things you got to focus on. This off topic is you got to follow instructions and warnings. But I want to go back to what you said about I need my train of thought back. I want to point this out. You said it's like social media is a good thing and it's a bad thing. I can't think of a weapon when I think it is like a gun. Yes, people use guns to protect them, but you can also use it to hurt and destruct. You can use it to protect and take care of, or use it to hurt and destruct. And I feel like, and that's what a lot of things. There's two sides to it. It's like flip a coin. You're gonna get this side of the coin. You're gonna get this the other side of the coin, and whatever that is, that's the outcome of how it's gonna be. But I feel like social media ruined a lot of things. Like, and I'm gonna just throw out some examples. Guys, for example, guys think, oh, you see somebody living like this, I gotta live like them. I gotta have the cars like them. I gotta have the girls like them. I gotta talk like them. I gotta walk like them. I gotta buy what they buy. Same thing with girls. I gotta look like her. I gotta get my body done like her. I gotta have my makeup like her. I gotta get her hairstyle. I gotta do this. And we all fall victim to can't nobody, and I mean nobody say that they don't think like that at least once. It's always that in you, like, yeah, I gotta look like them. I gotta be like them. Or not necessarily you have to be like them, but you look at them and you compare yourself and you see the love that somebody else may be getting for how they look, how they live, or how they act. And you don't really realize, like, ain't nobody truly gonna deep down mess with you if you trying to be that other person. It might seem like it, but deep down inside, you gonna realize this not me. I don't have to do this. And once people really realize that, I feel like the world would be a better place where other people are just themselves. And like I said, everybody fall victim to it. I would say even myself, sometimes, like you said, you look like, oh, this person have a better life than mine. I don't want to say I get suicidal thoughts, but I do get those thoughts that maybe I'm not doing good enough, or maybe I should do this, or maybe I should not say, nah, never mind, forget it. I'm not gonna ever get to that. And we all fall victim to it. And I just feel like that's just how the social media and how the classes train people to think. It's not in our control. It's been like that since the creation of the world. You had this class of people, you had this class of people, and this class, this group of people was always looked at as the higher standard, the tier one, the real good people, and you had these people that were put below them. It's just like a system. It was made like that, and ain't no escaping it now. It's been like that for how long? Centuries. There's no escaping it. But social media definitely took a toll and made it worse because everything you see is what you want to be. Simple as that.
Okay, so look, back on to
All right, fix your mic right quick. It's like it's low. Or it might be fine.
yo.
But whoever you scooted up closer that's when it went out. It went.
Is it good?
All right, there we go. Yeah.
All right. My cord got a sword. I'm off a trip. But so okay, the UK guns is not allowed. Like weapons, besides like knives or something, it's not allowed. Do you think that's would be a better rule for the US, even though you know it can't happen because what they're gonna do with all the guns is already here. So like, do you think that rule would have been good for the US? How it is with Canada, well, not Canada, the UK.
I'm gonna say this. Will it ever happen? Should it have happened? Yes. Would it have happened? No. And I say, well, I should have. Well, I'm kind of 50-50 because It's not necessarily the fact that guns are allowed that's the problem. It's how easy it is to get your hands on one that's the problem. I mean, you got little kids walking around with guns for Christ. Like it's not necessarily the fact that they're a bad idea. It's just to have one. And you might be like, well, if they're around, it's no saying who can get their hands on it. That's what makes it a bad thing. You have to get completely rid of it because it can spread like that. Okay, yeah, true. But I feel like even with the knives, everybody can have a knife. Nobody aim towards that. That's not cool. That's not what you see. You don't see people out here in Texas stabbing people. No, you see them shooting because in Texas you're allowed to carry a gun. Even though subconsciously there's no law saying that you have to be allowed to carry a knife. You can carry a knife, but nobody is thinking of you. It's just the image thing, bro. If somebody's really out here to protect themselves and somebody else is unarmed and it's you and you like, yo, I need a weapon, you gonna go to the gun over the knife because you know you're allowed to use a gun and also it'll kill them. You're not thinking, oh, let me just grab this. I don't want to kill them, but I want to keep myself from staying out of trouble. So I do agree with you, yeah, if guns was around, you know what I'm saying? But also, same thing, kill somebody with a knife, hit the wrong artery, you know what I'm saying? Cut too deep, you kill somebody, it can bleed out. But I just feel like weapon is a weapon, regardless. A weapon is a weapon. You can self-create a weapon and kill somebody. I just feel like there's a variables that was created. There's no really getting rid of them as much as possible. I mean, even though they're not allowed in the UK, people still die in the UK by violence. So
Yeah, like the
it might slow
UK,
it down. Yeah,
like the UK, they still got guns. Like even though they're not allowed, like they still have guns, and only because they get them from the US. Like they probably don't come to the US just to get a gun. But you know how people is. They got all these connections and shit. So, especially like, okay, think of like a famous rapper in the UK who Central C, somebody like that. He for sure gonna have connections out because how big he is. He could probably make one phone call and to
to
have
get his hands on.
yeah, to have a weapon in the UK. And I feel like there's no way. There's no way at all to fix the rule, slow down the guns, no none of that. Cause you think about it, the police gotta have a weapon too, just to compete with the people that have weapons.
All of a sudden,
So like,
I was. What you gonna say?
I was gonna say, so they really can't change the rule unless they gotta change every rule just to change one. And if the police end up with no guns, people still find a way to have a gun, there's no way of fucking police helping nobody. To be honest.
Not like, yeah, it's crazy. I was gonna tell you this. You really want to know why that would never happen? Because like you pointed it out, and you ain't bro. You said that people from the UK can get guns from the US. The US is a main supply of weapons. That's like a big thing. Like as far as the economy for the US, they make their money off of shipping off weapons. When the whole thing happened in Gaza and over there in Israel, they sent them guns to protect this. That's how they make their bread. That's how they had their connections. The U.S. is known for sending people weapons and tools like that. So I feel like they would never ban that because that's how they make their bread and butter. That's our economy. Our economy is built on that. So I don't think they will ever stop. Like it's just unrealistic. They would never know. And even if you say, okay, what they can take for themselves, man, nah, they produce way too. They don't need to. I mean, like like bro, they cool how they doing it right now. They just gonna keep. That's how they make their bread. They ship them off. They got the and I don't want to turn too much about all that, but like just like the NATO like alliances, like bro, all the countries that's like allied with us, they ship them off. It's like a trade. It's a trading system. Weapons and guns are a part of a trading system. Boats, guns, ships, tanks, helicopters. And I don't want to like turn to no military talk, but that's just like now that I think about it. I mean, that's how they make their bread. Like ship them off to you can definitely get their guns from the U.S. for the higher ups. trying to just make their bread from foreign countries. But
Yeah. And
I mean,
like, yeah, not even just guns. People could kill somebody with a drug. Like, they could,
that's
like, it could be really anything, damn near. Like, it's so crazy how many things in this world that can kill you. There's so many things that, like, you probably never even heard of before, can't even name. Like, you could slip the wrong thing in somebody's drink. Or you could, shit, say you making Kool-Aid. You could, like, didn't see this fall in the drink, could kill you. Like, anything can really kill you in this world, bro. Like, you see a paper cut can have you bleeding, leaking somewhere, just by a piece of paper. And, like, that's the bare minimum.
right.
To the point that anything can kill you. Literally anything.
And you named a couple objects that can kill you, but I can say you yourself thing, and everything within you can kill yourself.
Man.
You see it. You can be your own. You can be your own demise, and I feel like that's another thing to really point out. Like we kind of spoke on it, like how looking on social media, looking at how people live their lives and people have suicidal thoughts, and that mental health thing is really not like. I feel like it's well talked about, but it's not well helped. It's not well expressed. Like, and mental health is not just depression. A lot of people think it's just depression. I mean, you got people that's schizophrenic, you got people that have dementia. Mental health is just a whole different world, ball game within itself. A lot of people just think it's depression. Oh, I'm depressed. I got bad mental health, anxiety, bad mental health. Now, I'm not saying them things are not bad and not should be well paid attention to. I'm just saying that it's a lot of other things that people really don't talk about that people go through on a day-to-day basis.
I feel
And
like it don't be talked about only because when somebody is not good with their mental, that's what they automatically think about. They depressed. And like a lot of times, people say they mental not good, and they looking for something to be depressed about because they don't even know why they mental not good. But it's so like depression is so common that everybody think if they mental not good, they depressed.
in a lot of cases, you make yourself depressed. In a lot of cases, it's you. It happened to me. That's why I never really, when it comes to mental health, I never really try to. It's be exaggeration. And I'm not saying there are not. And again, I'm not saying there's not people that go through depression, but I'm just saying it's like separate the fake from the phony. You really gotta just like with serious things like that. We can't joke about, bro. Like I seen some like it's people out here with things like epilepsy and things that really can. People really don't. This is schizophrenia, Alzheimer's. It's just a lot of different things that people go through, and I just feel like, bro, it's not really talked about enough. I kind of find it crazy, like, and this is totally different. I kind of find it crazy how like, whenever like a world event happen, don't you notice that like everybody follows to take their attention to that, and then they address how bad the situation is. Then they never think about what led to it. Like, let's think about it. The whole George Floyd situation, all right? Oh, it's so sad, it's this, that. But it's like, bro, if that was never publicized, you wouldn't have known about it. You wouldn't have cared about it. I feel like a lot of people just care because other people care. It's not really genuine. You see somebody posting it, oh, I had to post this. And it's like, bro.
And honestly, a lot of people don't even be sad about the situations. A lot of people will post a video or repost a video, whatever you want to call it, just because they know that's the algorithm right now. So many people so focused on blowing up, all the other shit. So as soon as they see something, a good moment or whatever, they gonna go speak on it. Probably repeat what they just heard from a different video. Just to be able to blow up, make some money, etc. And I can't say something wrong with it because ain't nothing wrong with it. That's the only way to really blow up nowadays is to speak on what everybody else speaking on. But I feel like if you don't have a say in what's going on, or you don't really know what's going on, you just listen to everything that's happening over social media, there's no point in you making a video. Because you're not going to do nothing but repeat exactly what somebody else just said. And if, for example, the George Floyd situation, everybody in the comments that comment on that video not going to have nothing to say either. So only thing they going to do is put a broken heart emoji. And they never met the person before. Like, everybody, it really don't be making sense. Like, back to the Fulio situation. Everybody hated him. And it's crazy because none of these people that was hating on him knew him. Like,
Exactly, bro.
I goes on Instagram the day that it happened. I just get off work. People posting Young and Ace. Young and Ace. Right after posting Fulio death. Like, it get like, they don't know this person. They don't even know Young and Ace. But they hyping up Young and Ace and saying, fuck Fulio. Nobody cared about him anyway. Some all this wild stuff. Never knew the person a day in their life.
I mean, and that's social media, bro. And I really try to say, give or take, social media is what you make it as. We all be on social media. We make livings off of social media. A lot of us won't even know each other if it wasn't for social media. But then I feel like at the same time, it's like once you meet somebody off social media, you gotta take it far to social media. A lot of people don't be having real genuine connections or vibes to people that don't really take time to get to know nobody. And for those people that they don't know, they feel like they can say whatever. They feel like I this person know me, I know this person, I'll never see this person, I can say this. Like for trolls. And it's like, okay, trolls gonna be trolls, but there are some people that genuinely deep down inside have a deep hatred for people that they have never met before. There could be somebody out there hating on both of us and we don't even know it. That's how crazy it gets. Imagine not knowing somebody that hates you or despises you, meaning that you ain't give them a reason for them to do it.
And a lot of people hate just for attention. Like,
Exactly.
it could be somebody's favorite rapper, and they would hate on them just to get a text back, just to get a damn. They could make a post, tag them, and if they get a text back from that, everything, all the emotions, all the hating shit gonna change when they get that text back, because that's all they wanted was the attention.
Right. It's crazy. But like, just to go back to like the initial topic, man, just the black on black crime, just the community in itself, minorities as a whole, it's just like, bro, when is it gonna stop, bro? And it's like, no matter who, even if people deserve their death, however you feel, if people had it coming or if they wanted it for themselves, nobody dying is fun. Period point. Nobody dying is fun. And like the police brutality thing, it's like it's been going on for so long, and it's like when you go out now, it's like it was a recent situation. My sister got put on the side of the road. I had to come give her some gas. It was some awful cops. I mean, like not awful as in the sense they were racist. They just gave off that vibe. Like they just were real moody, real like they act like something was going on. And I didn't pay no attention to it. I'm just trying to get my sister off the side of the road. My sister was like, you know, I felt some kind of way. I wasn't finna leave you out there with the cop because how he was acting before I got there. Like, it was such a big issue. I see so much stuff going on. They out here killing black boys, black men. I didn't really think about it. You know, I'm not looking at no cop. I'm not looking at nobody assuming one thing about nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know people. You don't know people's situation. This is how I was raised. This is how I think. I don't look at nobody and assume that they this way. And you have to really do something to prove something about me for my opinion on you to be stamped. I can't just look at you or hear something about you and be like, oh yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, no, I don't mess with you. Because I have my own thoughts and opinions. Can't nobody sway me or how I think or how I feel. But it's just like I didn't really think about it. I'm not thinking about that. I'm not looking at him like that way. I'm just looking at like he's an officer doing his job, somebody on the side of a busy freeway. He has to see what the issue is. I wasn't here to witness him do anything, but of course I'm gonna listen to my sister that was here. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not looking at him like, oh, he gonna stick me up. I was just close to the man. We trying to get the gas in the car, you know. But it's like when you leave that, and then you look on your phone and you see somebody in Colorado just get sticked up by a police officer and they was just chilling in their house. You're like, bro, that could have been me. Thank God it wasn't. But like, that's how crazy it is. It's like I'm gonna compare death to being so. It's like money, bro. It's so accessible. Like you never know when you can get it, but it's coming your way at some point. You lose it, you can have it, your life, you can live it, or you can lose it. At some time, everybody gonna lose it.
With money gets you so many ways. Like, says you could pay somebody just to kill somebody. Like, money is like get you so many things, bro. And a lot of people say that money don't buy you happiness. How do you feel about that?
Money definitely buys you happiness. A lot of people are sad and depressed right now, but if somebody walked up to you and said, here's $100K, your whole mood would change.
Facts.
Money buys you happiness. What I would say money don't buy is a life. You ever heard the saying, once you die, you can't take it with you? Money is not going to be there with you. We value something that can't keep us alive, and we got something that we can't take when we die. That's what we value. We value in life the temporary things, the materialistic things. It's going to be that way forever. We all going to stay victim to that. But I was just going to say, I find it crazy, like, we all need money to survive, especially if the price is going up. Everybody need money. But to value it with your life and to put that above and in front of everything, morally, it's kind of like you can't trust nobody that acts that way, think that way.
And
like you said,
wait. Somebody said money only buys you happiness because you don't have the money. But somebody who has money, it starts giving happiness. That's true, but it depends. Like, it honestly depends on the person and how they spending their money. Because you really think about it, the people that have money and say they spend it on their parents, get them a new house, spend it on their family, like all stuff like that, that will bring more happiness. So it's like, yeah, people that have the money don't be as happy, and that's only because they try to do things so fast, so soon. So when they keep on growing up, they don't have anything else to do. So that's when they start getting depressed having that money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I feel like if you spend it on the right things, money gonna always bring you happiness.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it's temporary happiness, like in a moment. Yeah, it be in a moment, but you gotta think like that moment be a real long time. It don't just be like a year. Like, money could bring you happiness for so many years, as long as you use it right.
Mm-hmm. I would say this to debunk that whole point and say money, even though it is temporary, it's always gonna buy happiness, because we've been on this earth for 16 plus years, 17 plus years, and in all of those years, whenever you received money and you was old enough to know what money brings you, you got excited. For them 12 months, every time you received some money, you got excited by knowing the feeling that you was going to have some money and you was going to be able to do something with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's temporary because once you spend that money, you're not happy anymore until it comes back. So it's just like, it's always going to be that way. But I was going to say to those people that are rich, that have money, I wouldn't say necessarily that once they get it, it's going to bring them happiness. It brings them power and it brings them pride. That's why a lot of people you see, they got to keep up that image. That's pride get to them. Like, oh, I know I got this, but let me make sure the people know I keep up with the people. Let's say the people keeping up with what I have. That's pride. The power aspect come in of, oh, I know I have money, so I can do whatever I want.
But like the generation really made having money a bad thing. Like
Oh,
for the females, that's all they want out of a dude.
right.
Like that comes first at this point.
Oh yeah.
And dudes, that's all they think about because they know that's the only way to get girls. Especially after 21. If you don't have money and you not in a hood somewhere, you not getting no girl. Like
And I'm
you
saying,
can't
it's
you
so
can't
messed up.
be downtown in a big ass city with no money and expect, well, I won't even say no money, but with a low income and expect to get a girl, because that's what they look for. And if a
You
girl
would,
say you that they don't look for that, bro, they lying. Because every girl probably say it's based off the personality, shit like that. Everybody says that, bro. But to get to the personality, the looks gotta be there. They gotta have some type of drip that shows that they have money for you to even get to the personality.
right.
So,
I was just gonna say, like, I was trying to remember my thoughts because you spin it. And it just reminded me, like, you say, when it comes down to girls, and I feel like this, like, right, you can't, for a dude, you need to have, and I don't want to make it a girl versus guys thing, but like, as a guy, you need to have some things for you to be looked at a certain way. Like you said with the girls, if you don't have a certain amount of income that reach their standard, which their standard is normally high, you will always be second, third, last option. You're never going to be the first. And you'll temporarily be the first until she finds somebody that can top you. It's like a bid, it's like an auction. Girls use guys as auctions. Yeah, I'm gonna take you, but if there's a higher bidder, I'm gonna take that bidder. And that's just how I go. And that's with a lot of things. You're gonna take the higher bid. It's like it's the way life goes. And then you also pointed out how um people say, like, girls say, like, oh, I don't want to, like, I feel like, and I bro, before I start messing with a girl, I let them know, like, my financial situation. If you think you're gonna gain something out of me financially, really think again. I don't have it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich. I'm not gonna act rich. I don't have nothing for you. I'm still trying to make it out myself and try to help. You know what I'm saying? What I got going on over here. So I can't really do nothing for you. There's gonna be times where I can. There's gonna be times where I can't make room to do that for you. And eventually I might be able to really get you some things. But if that's that's why I feel like, I don't know. It's just harder for a girl to use me. But for, like you said, famous people or people living in big cities or people with money, it's easy. And that's why a lot of, like, famous guys or people that's celebrities, they get depressed when it comes to dealing with women.
because I won't say every girl, but it's a lot of them. When they get what they want, they gone. But if they know, but they will say if you don't start slacking. Like if you start slacking to a point that they ain't getting up for a good minute, they gone.
Oh yeah, it got to be on their time.
But I can't say a dude having money is not what a girl should look for, because
Oh,
when you really think about it, bro, this generation is so bad. A lot of girls haven't even experienced them getting gifts, going on dates, stuff like that. So if a dude have money, they expect, well, no, but some would expect, oh, he got
No
enough money.
excuse. No
But like,
excuse.
it's like some girls will expect this person got money. We'll be able to experience some stuff. Like we'll be able to take trips, vacations, and I can't say that for every girl because some girls just think he got money. He gonna end up giving me a purse after so long being in this relationship. He gonna give me a car, etc., etc. But also I feel like me as a dude, if I talk to a girl, like I don't mind a girl doing better than me, but I ain't gonna lie, it kind of make me look like down or depressed. Cause like I hate to like meet somebody, and especially if say like they a year younger than me. They already got a car, license, all this shit. I'm gonna feel behind. I won't be depressed. Let me change it. I won't be depressed, but I will feel behind. And me being behind will make me depressed, not the girl. And it will edge on for so long until we either stop talking or I end up coming up. And ain't no telling how long that will take.
I feel like I feel like that's all what's needed for motivation. Unless things are not in your control, that's that motivating factor. Like, yo, that's like what the fuck, like, I gotta keep this on the road. But if it's out of your control, it's like that's the frustrating part. And I feel like that's with a lot of things. You feel like you can't control it. So and I feel like a lot of times we all do this. A lot of times we gotta start really tripping on things we can't control. But when you look at other people, see what other people got going on, it's hard to do that. And that's just people, one on one, all pride aside, all honesty, just being human. All humans can agree. That's how we are. That's human nature. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel
I
like
mean,
the words of this podcast is everybody time is not your time. Like, somebody can blow up tomorrow, but me and you could take yours. Like, we could end up blowing up at 24, but we really started at damn near 13. If you really think about it, bro, it took us 5 years to start this podcast, bro. 5, 6 years. Somebody probably had the idea years ago, blew up. And I feel like it only your time is your time. Like, you could find something on YouTube and think that's not for you at that time. 5 years ago. We out here trying to make away football and basketball 5 years ago. 5 years later, we notice that ain't us. This not finna give us what we want. And our expectations is so high that us waiting on the scholarship, everybody ain't gonna make it in the scholarship. There's millions of people trying to hoop. There's a million people trying to play football. So with our expectations being so high and want to do this and that, seeing other people online, we switched up everything. Now we more focused on YouTube, streaming, stuff like that. I think like their time is not our time. Like, I feel like shit. Our time could be shit. We could get rich at 40. Shit, we could probably living our life out of our 20s and our 40s or our 30s just because we got rich later than other people.
yeah, I agree every single what you said. Every dog has his day, and everybody has their time to blow. And it's really what you make of that opportunity when it presents itself.
You know?
I'm I mean, overall in this podcast, we touched on a lot of good topics, a lot of touchy topics, a lot of real things that a lot of people may be afraid to talk about or may not. Maybe you just needed somewhere where you can watch and really relate and connect. And we touched on just whatever really, like I said, whatever really bothered me is what, and not necessarily bothered me, but I can't only pay attention to it. I can't keep ignoring it. I'm gonna shine a light on it, and it's even though this podcast is you trying to get exposed, you trying to get blow up. It's not necessarily like the things I'm gonna talk about is not going to be because I know we're gonna blow up off of that. I want to blow up off of us being genuine, people generally messing with us, not what we talk about. Yeah, to a certain extent, you want to like what we talked about. You want to be able to relate and what I'm saying, buy into the entertainment. But there's a factor of no, I'm not really telling you this just so you can like me. I'm telling you this because this is the truth, and I feel like this is what needs to be said, and that's just what we building this up on from day one, before the creation, before the first published. It's always been that, and it's always going to be that. And that's why I said, if anybody want to get on here, man, speak your truth and talk about your own situations and just be heard, this is the place to be. Nobody has to portray anything. Nobody has to, keep it secret. Speak on whatever you want to speak on. Say whatever you got to say. And I just feel like that's how the way of life should be. As long as you're not harming others and you stay true to yourself, why not? But anybody that watches this, from our streams or for the video, from the clips, the reels, whatever, however you see this video, I just want to let all those people know, even if I know you or if I don't know you, if you just a random person, bro, don't be like, comment, give us feedback, let us know what we can do better, let us know what we did good, and let us know if you want to be a part of this too. This is not just us. This is for everybody that watches. It's like a family we never had on this platform. I feel like this is the best way to do it because not only are you related to people, but they have a voice too. A lot of YouTubers, you look at their stuff, it's just them. You just watching them, watching their lifestyle, they not seeing. No, it's just different. We in the Discord. Y'all could be in here too. Y'all can come show love. Y'all could be in the Twitch streams, chats, texts, Instagram, social media. Nobody, like I said, no such thing as Hollywood because felt like I've been ghosted Hollywood by other people that I thought like, yo, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like this is truly just, a blessing to be able to be in a position to even have this. Not anybody can. Yeah, anybody can create a podcast, but not anybody can do this. We blessed just from having this. So, until the next blessing, I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep running up these views, man. I see a lot of y'all messing with it so far, getting a lot of positive feedback. But this is really gonna conclude episode 3. Episode 4 coming. We're gonna look for a guest. But like I said, like Tay said to start off his stream, this video, the link's gonna be down in the description. Y'all always gotta check out those links. We might drop some merch one day. You might not know. Y'all really pay attention. But we're gonna have the links down there for sure if y'all wanna come through, give y'all feedback, check out the pages, DM if y'all wanna be in the next episode. That's really all I gotta say.
Alright, before we end this, make sure y'all like, so turn on post notifications. I really feel like as much as the channel grows, if it grows, if it don't end, etc., could possibly be upgraded in here. But one thing I can say that a lot of YouTubers, a lot of podcast people do, no matter how big we is, we gonna see every message. So
Exactly.
I can't say this for our main channels and stuff like that, main Instagrams, but the podcast channel, if you want to get to us directly, if we end up famous or anything, this is where you want to be at. Podcast page, YouTube channel, all that. I promise you, it's gonna be some type of message back. But also, any support that we get, we'll always love, bro. Only because I say that deep down, bro, we come from nothing. So us having this PC, being in this Discord, all this setup and shit, it's really a blessing, bro. So
Without you,
we're gonna end this podcast right here. It's episode 3. If you want to be in episode 4, make sure you DM us on Instagram or DM us on our main Instagrams, whatever you want to do. Okay.
That's gonna wrap it up, man. Appreciate all y'all for coming through.